All right, so for this one, I've got 2 times log of the base 2 times x, or of x, I'm sorry, minus log base 2 of 2x, all that equals 3. So my goal is to condense the left-hand side of the equal sign. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use the property of logs to toss this 2 up here in the exponential. In other words, I'm going to say this is the same as saying log base 2 of x squared. So that is a property of logs that we covered in the last section. And then over here, everything else stays the same. So I'm going to write this out step by step. Once you get the hang of this, you could probably do it by your, you don't have to write out every step. But the next property is that because this is a minus sign, that means I could take this and divide it by this. In other words, I could say log base 2 of the quantity, the first one goes on top, x squared divided by 2x. And then that whole thing equals 3. Then in the next step, what I'm going to do is I'm going to reduce this fraction. So I'm just going to say this x is going to cancel with one of these x's. So I've got x over 2. Everything else is going to basically be the same. So this will be 3 and log base 2. Now from here, I'm going to use this property to convert this. I'm going to use this to convert this to the exponential form. So my base is 2. So I've got 2 raised to this, which is 3. And that has to equal x over 2. Okay? So now this is pretty easy to solve. Remember that 2 to the third power is the same as 2 times 2 times 2. Whoops, 3 times. And 2 times 2 is 4. Times 2 again is equal to 8. So 2 to the third power is equal to 8. So this becomes 8 equals x over 2. Now for the 2, I want to move the 2 away from the x. I'm dividing by 2. So to get rid of the 2, I have to do the inverse of divide, which means I need to multiply. Okay? 2 divided by 2 is 1. 1 times x is just x. And 2 times 8 is 16. And that is how you solve that one. Now, this isn't the only way to solve these types of problems, but these problems are kind of rigged up that way because we're trying to teach you this process.